I'm sure glad I got this one out of the way. Hopefully there's not another one of these short promotional comics featuring the Archie cast and Sonic. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, folks, for this year's Halloween special, we are taking a look at another Archie comic. In this case, a free issue of Archie's Weird Mysteries, released in comic shops in the fall of 1999. Believe it or not, Archie's Weird Mysteries is actually a comic tie-in to an animated series of the same name. The premise is Archie Andrews investigates strange phenomenon around town after an accident in Riverdale High's physics lab. Said phenomenon can range from the supernatural to the science fiction. Basically, it's the X-Files for kids. The only reason I'm tackling this issue today is, like last year's Halloween special, Sonic and Knuckles make an appearance, though it's in a minor capacity this time, as you'll see. By the way, this special is about half the length of your average comic, so chances are it's going to be a short review. Anyway, let's get started. After a page of Archie describing the premise of his series, which I just did, to the reader, he arrives at the Riverdale comic shop, where all his friends are conveniently, for a special Halloween signing by artist Damien Shockley, who lives up to his name with his horror-themed attire. Despite being a horror artist, Damien doesn't believe in the paranormal, as he explains to Archie. Speaking of the paranormal, in comes Sabrina the not-teenaged witch. Everyone but Archie believes it's a Halloween trick, and Sabrina herself is surprised at her younger appearance. That can wait. Damien provides everyone with drawings of various monsters. Well, it wouldn't be Archie's Weird Mysteries without something strange happening, and sure enough, the drawings leap out of the page and become a real threat. Sabrina cannot help due to her lack of magic. She explains she won't be a fully fledged witch until she's 16. Moose, the big guy, goes up to the monsters, only for him to be tossed aside. There is an answer for this dilemma. Since these monsters came from Damien's sketches, Damien should draw something to combat them. And the best people to handle these kind of threats are superheroes, which apparently Damien used to draw. They too leap from the pages, and here is the money shot. A 2-page spread of heroes from Archie's Red Circle line featuring the Mighty Crusaders, along with the two we really want to see, Sonic and Knuckles, the only two Sega characters that had a comic series at this point. If you want to know their contribution, it's that they unwrap a mummy. That's it. The other heroes deal with the threats, and there's a brief moment of them hanging out before the heroes themselves disappear. Then reality resets everything to normal, with only Archie remembering what happened. Sabrina's back to normal, and she too doesn't remember what happened, though she leaves not feeling like herself. She passes by a now normal looking Damien, who no longer wants to draw horror comics, but instead superhero works, along with hedgehogs and echidnas. Archie plans to write about the experience anyway, and our story ends with Damien handing out superhero art and the cast wishing everyone a happy Halloween, while holding all the products you could be reading. If I were to sum up the entire issue in 2 words, it's free promotion. Not just for Archie's Weird Mysteries the cartoon, which by the way did get a comic series for a time, but for Sabrina the animated series, which will also get its own comic series, hence why she looks different through most of the story. The major thing being promoted was revealed in these 2 pages. Archie's action line, consisting of superheroes and Sonic and Knuckles. Though if you really think about it, Sonic and Knuckles could be considered superheroes given their unique skills. The plot is alright for what it is. Reminds me of that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story where Donatello teams up with an artist named Kirby, whose works also come to life. Though in that case it was thanks to a magic crystal, whereas here, it's not explained. Though I kinda feel bad no one believes Archie when things go back to normal. Was it always like that in the cartoon show? The art is alright, though this pose for Sonic right here is clearly traced from his Sonic Adventure art. Here are a few more examples. Wow. Something tells me the artist did not care about the Sonic and Knuckles elements. So what happened to the stuff that was promoted here? Well, Archie's Weird Mysteries, the cartoon series, would last for 2 seasons, while the comic lasted 34 issues, with the last 10 dropping the supernatural and sci-fi elements. Sabrina the animated series had a decent 65 episode run, and its comic tie-in lasted 37 issues before it returned to the normal teenage witch status quo. The Mighty Crusaders would be off and on throughout the years, either revived as a limited series or a mini-series. And as for Sonic and Knuckles, again the only reason I'm looking at this story, a few months after this issue was released, the Knuckles series would be cancelled after 32 issues, and Sonic would last roughly 17 more years before Archie finally lost the license in 2017. Okay, as far as I'm aware, this is the last Archie Halloween special that has anything Sonic related. In that case, this is where I will leave you today. Have a happy and safe Halloween, everyone. Sabrina's not feeling like herself, huh? Maybe going on some chilling adventures will help her out.